Well, here's episode 2 of Loving Trains Alaska. Let's roll the intro. Well, after I posted episode 1 of Loving Trains Alaska, I found out I made many mistakes. The biggest one being that we were in Alaska by the White Pass Yukon Route for 4 days, not 3. I did math absolutely horribly. I also found out that I turned my saturation on my camera way up for the first day, which means that I should have edited the saturation back down to what it should have looked like in real life. Luckily on day 2 I did not make that mistake, as on day 2 we start off as we see a White Pass Yukon Route train moving around, as also we rode the White Pass Yukon Route on this day, as I should be making a more in-depth video about the ride later. These videos were filmed on June 28th, 2023. Well, as the older power on the White Pass Yukon Route is getting phased out on all of the main trains on the line except for one, we would usually see one of the standard cabs switching around in the station helping out trains, like we see here. White Pass Yukon Route 110. So this is the White Pass Yukon Route train with the new paint scheme.
Oh, there is a train coming if you want to cross. Hey Sarah, come here, lay here a second.
I can get here and get a picture, would you, sir?
Yeah.
I've never got a picture of a train.
No doubt. People would tell me that a lot, I wonder why.
After that, I moved a little bit closer to the station for a location where I would be at a lot. going down this line. As that one goes, and this one comes. As they have a diamond crossing here on the White Pass Yukon Route. So now this train goes. Look at this. And here's White Pass Yukon Route 3003. After we saw that light power heading back towards the White Pass and Yukon Route maintenance yard to turn itself around, we went to the Skagway depot to board the White Pass and Yukon Route train up the mountain. It was a 40-mile round trip that would take us barely into Canada, and it would take about 2.5 hours, as the White Pass and Yukon Route had many trains going up the mountain. As I'll do a little bit of pinpointing along the way, but yeah, enjoy. As we were pulled behind one of White Pass's newest locomotives, being one built by NRE. So yeah, I'm not going to go into as much detail as I will when I make my full video about this trip.
Looking before excursion begins today.
Leaving Skagway.
As you saw when boarding there on the platforms of the front.
Here come the White Pass and Yukon Route maintenance shops.
Thank you.
Yep, here's locomotive 110. White Pass and Yukon Route. Looks like they took out the pair of General Electric locomotives that they had. Yeah, before. Steam locomotive in the background right there. Yeah, and there's steam locomotive number 73. the other one. Well, that's all I'm going to show of me riding on the White Pass and Yukon Route train. I'll say it was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it. But after we got back into Skagway, of course, I saw more trains. As we see, this NRE locomotive moving long hood forward, pulling a train behind it, is coming to a stop. The reason it is coming to a stop is there is a train returning from Canada. This is the White Pass and Yukon Route train that goes pretty far into Canada. It does not immediately do the loop like all of the other ones do, like the one we rode. This train is one of the last trains that runs with the General Electric Class 90s, as this train had White Pass and Yukon Route 90 and 98 leading. As that one leaves, they're pretty efficient here at the White Pass and Yukon Route. 3005 basically immediately comes. Well, that was a very nice treat to see those auto engines working on that train. But we had known that these trains were running and that there was going to be another train up that way with these two General Electric locomotives on it. And this time we decided that we would be going past Fraser, British Columbia, Canada, which is where the train makes a stop for customs, and we would see it in this magnificent spot that we had seen on our way to Skagway. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening in the next episode of Loving Trains Alaska. Thanks for watching.